Hi, second grade. Welcome to math. I know we've been having math Zooms, but we're not able to today. We will continue that tomorrow. So today is Thursday, November 12th, 2020. Now, on our math Zoom on Tuesday, we started talking about equal groups. When I have something, an object, and I want to split it up equally, meaning there's the same amount like in each group. Okay, so I have these stars here. Let's pretend they're candy stars. And I want to give some to my brother, but I want to make sure my brother and I have the same amount because we like to be fair. So this circle is for me. And this circle is for my brother. I'm going to take one, give it to me, one to my brother, and I'll keep going like that until we're all done. And how many are in each group? There are 4 stars in how many equal groups? In 2 groups. Okay. Now I could also take these stars and put them into rows like we talked about last time. So I'm going to do that. Oops. Okay, so there's one row of 4. This is my row, my candy stars. And now my brother's row. So now I have 2 rows of 4. Remember, this is a row and this is a row. There's 2 rows with 4 stars in each row. Just like that brain pop video introduced on Tuesday, this is called an array. Can you say that word? Array. An array is when things are lined up in rows, like my stars, and then in columns. So this picture at the top, there is an array of beach balls. There are, just like my stars, there's 2 rows of 4. So this right here, what I'm circling, this is one row. Underneath it, we have another row. So there's 2 rows. When I use the word column, I'm talking about like if we go up and down like this. That's a column. We can see that right here. Columns go up and down, and rows go side to side. So there's actually arrays all around us in our life. For example, on the screen, I have an ice tray. So if you don't have an ice maker in your freezer, you would fill this container with ice to make ice cubes. This array, similar to our last 2, has 2 rows of 4. 2 rows of 4. So that's an array in real life. Let's look at page 160 in your colored math book. Page 160. Let's do this top one together, number 6. So make sure you're writing with me. Angela used these counters to act out a problem. So it's talking about these. Write a problem about equal groups that Angela could have modeled with these counters. So we need to write our own word problem. So when I look at these counters, I think of marbles because they're round. So my example word problem will have marbles. Now, how many rows should I say there are for this example problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 rows. So let's write a problem. You can change it if you don't want to say marbles. There are 5 rows of, I'm going to still put my marbles. Now we have to say how many marbles are in each row. So remember, this is a row, and these are equal groups, so the rows will have the same amount of marbles in it. So how many marbles are in each row? There are 2 marbles in each row. Now we are pretending we're writing a word problem, so we have to ask a question. What do we want to ask the question? What question do we want to ask whoever would read this? We want to find out how many marbles there are altogether. So how many marbles are there? You could say total, in all, altogether. All of those words give the reader a hint that this is an addition problem. So I'm going to say total. Question mark because we're asking a question. So we just wrote our own word problem that would make equal groups and would make an array. Can we skip count to answer this problem? Remember, we have equal groups of 2. So that means we could skip count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How many marbles are there total? There are 10 marbles total. Now on your own today, you're going to continue practicing this. We already did the page in the practice workbook, so now you're going to do the other pages in this colored workbook, the bigger workbook. So you're going to complete pages 159 and 160. Remember, we just did this problem together. So that one's already done for you. So you have 4 other problems for you to do. And then if you have time before music, please go on ST Math. Thank you, 2nd grade.